This is that fire. I be that guy. My click won't stop. I'm a beast, roll die. This is that fire. I be that guy. My click won't stop. I'm a beast, roll die. Had this on lock since day one. All I care about is family and my day ones. Money, power, and respect be embedded in me. I don't care what you say, no one is better than me. Melanin be in my skin, so the pigs watch. Middle finger to the ops and keep the semi-cocked. I'm the product of Wu-Pun, Big Pac. We don't gotta be cool, go kick rocks. Only ease the mind when I meditate. Pessimist at first, now I float with faith. I just know I'm special like a 38. Either island of a hill or see the pearly gates. You won't see me smile till there's gold in it. I'm just being real, don't stick your nose in it. You ain't trying to listen to this rose in it. You ain't trying to listen to this rose in it. Bottle of that juice, man, the Henny sweet. Bring the pump to your king, this ain't trick or treat. Test me, I'ma put you in forever sleep. I'm your antidote, and I'm puffing on the remedy. Find me in the cut, test the melodies. Cause I don't like what they be selling me. I'm wishing good luck to my enemies. Y'all gon' be stuck with the jealousy. Tell them I said rest in peace. This is that fire. I be that guy. My click won't stop. I'm a beast, roll die. This is that fire. I be that guy. My click won't stop. I'm a beast, roll die.
Oh, one of my favorite tracks, man. What's good? What's good? How is everyone doing? Welcome to another edition of Giants versus Jets. Let me just get this out the way now. My man across the table from me does coaching for the Young League. So this is their season. So I know, we're supposed to start at 9, but it'll be 9-ish. Just giving y'all a heads up. But we're here. Try to give y'all as best as a show as we can. So thank you for tuning in to Giants versus Jets. I am the Jet fan truth. G across from me is the Giant fan. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing just great.
I'm in pain, but it's all right.
CrossFit?
Oh, yeah. I can honestly say in my 6 months, today was by far the worst workout I've ever done.
Oh, snap.
At that location. So, And then Wednesday, I do Wednesday afternoon, and then I turn right back around and do Thursday morning. So I'm there at 6 o'clock in the morning, Thursday, tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you're a beast. You're a savage, for real.
So, I always look ahead. I don't know why I do it to myself, and tomorrow's workout is something I might be sick in the morning. I don't know. Nah, I'm getting my ass up. I don't play. But it should be interesting. It should be interesting. How the kids turning out, man. Also, let them know what you do, how you do it. Any kids looking to get into some kind of league, let them know how they can get in contact with you guys.
Yeah, like truth for saying, I'm the head coach of my lightweight squad. I coach.
I ain't give you that much credit. I ain't say I had nothing. I just like you're part of it. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm the head coach. I'm the head coach. You know what I mean? But
all right, let them know everything, sir.
I coach the 10U team in Hackensack, New Jersey. The lowest age I carry is 7, so 7 through 10. We basically started our conditioning program last Tuesday, and we got rained out a couple of days last week, but we was able to get as much work as we got in. This week we kind of picked it up. We're more than just doing a lot of running around. As you was think of conditioning as just running. I try to put in the whole football concept. So we'll start off with our circuits,
right,
with the ladder drills, and if like as of right now we have low numbers because this kid's still on vacation. It's summertime, so we get it, we understand it, but for the majority of kids that we have, we split them up. We try to go by position as much as possible because we're trying to get these guys ready for training camp going into August. So
Right.
so basically, it's it's work. We put these kids through a lot of detail.
Right.
We preach, uh, you know, compete, be competitive. We want our kids to have an edge on them, just like any other program will want it. So basically, like I was trying to say, we put the football element to it. Today we did some tackling. Yesterday we introduced it. And we don't have equipment. We're not doing it with equipment as of yet. We're waiting for the training camp to start for that.
So it's full
But
tackle.
it's full tackling.
Okay.
We're doing it with bags. And everything that we're doing,
Fundamentals.
it's fundamentals, and we're teaching. This is the main thing that some teams don't really, practice on. You know what I mean? It's not just about hitting somebody. It's not just about like I said, running and all that. You really got to have the fundamental. A lot of kids don't have. A lot of kids aren't born with the skill. You kind of gotta teach the skill. You kind of gotta put it on them in a way where they understand it, and that's basically what we're doing now. So we're out here Monday through Thursday. We start at 6 o'clock. Practice ends about 7:30 ish, 7:45 ish.
Right.
I want to say, because sometimes we kind of get a little overboard with what we're doing, but
Get focused.
it's all for the love of the kids, and for the focus. We're at Stye Park. If you're familiar with the Hackensack area, it's straight down Summit Ave until you can't go no more to the dead end, and it's on the left hand side. You can't miss it. So check us out Monday through Thursday, 6 o'clock to 7:30. We out there, and
What kind of fees are involved?
there's no fee. You don't have to pay anything just for the conditioning. Once we start up the registration for the league, then that's when all the the fees and resident checks and all that stuff comes into play. I did say before about us trying to cut the price down from $160 to $50. We're still working on that. We're in the process of doing that. So this is the deal. Once that actually happens and it's approved, as of right now, it's still $160. Once that gets approved, you get refunded back that money that
Really?
you paid.
Okay.
We'll refund it back to you, so that way we'll make sure that we'll even off everything for the parents. So that's what I was told. So like I said, $160 as of right now. But once everything else gets approved,
Right.
then we'll be able to fund you back the money that we owe from the $160.
All right.
Right.
Nice.
So
y'all guys come out there, show some love. Now I have to ask a question because I used to coach Pop Warner, but it was like 20 years ago. I don't know if you ran across it yet, or if you this season yet. Did you run across like a dude who's like 400 pounds talking about he won't play quarterback yet? Like,
nah.
you ever had that problem? People always want to play out of position type stuff.
No, but I did have a kid a few years back. He wasn't 400 pounds, but I mean he was a husky kid, and a great all around athlete. He plays baseball, he plays football, and he might have did some other sports too. I'm not really sure if he did wrestling or if he did any track and field, but predominantly he was a baseball player and a football player. And his dad is a real cool dude. His dad is actually principal at Teaneck High.
Okay.
But his dad came, like, I remember the first day when his dad came up there. His dad was like, "Yeah, my son, he wants, he'll be good at running back. He's quick with his feet. He has good hands. That all sounds good, but we have weight requirements."
Somebody start off like that, like something's wrong. You know what I mean?
But
It's like when somebody describes a girl, oh man, he's great. She cooks, she clean.
Yeah.
I ask you how she look. Once they go off everything else, it's a problem somewhere in there.
Right, but he wasn't lying though. I mean, he was very quick with his feet. I saw feet,
Couldn't
man.
put him at tight end or something?
Nah, he played tackle for me. He was a lineman pretty much all the way through high school. He graduated last year
Okay.
from high school, but it just never panned out for him to be a fullback or a running back. He was always a big kid. So he. But he was a great player all the way around. I mean, shout out to Cliff. His name is Cliff, and Cliff Senior.
Right.
But like I said, man, like you get some of those parents or some of those kids that will tell you, like Truth said, I can play this, I can do that. You know what I mean? And my answer simply to any kid that ever will approach me with that is that you need to learn every position. Learn every position, and you as you grow, you kind of see where you're gonna end up playing. I mean, we get to high school, you still want to be playing both sides of the ball anyway.
Right. You never know. You're like, you want to play this, and you never know where they're gonna put you.
You know what I mean? Like this is not the pros where you kind of okay, your defense is out there. Okay, I'm gonna chill. Nah, you learn every position, and that really kind of goes with any sport. You can say baseball too. Learn every position. You know what I mean? Like what can you lose really?
Right.
Because
right.
if we can plug you in somewhere where you can help the team, you know what I mean? It's not only helping us, it's helping you too.
True.
Because it's giving you more knowledge of the game. You learn fundamentals of the position. So learn every position, kids.
True. All right, y'all. If you're in the Hackensack area, go ahead, show some love, get your kids out the house, especially the whole COVID situation.
Right.
You've been trapped up. Get them out the house. Get them from in front of that game. Get them some actual, physical kind of exercise. You know what I mean? We've all put on quarantine pounds. I actually lost, but it is what it is. All right, y'all. We always start off with the Giants. What do you have going on in the Giant world for us this week?
Well, I stumbled along this earlier. I want to read a couple things. Let me put my. You know what? I can see it. I'm good.
You better put them glasses on.
I'm good. All right, so I stumbled along this this blog in the Giants app, and basically it's 21 questions sleeper player to watch. I'm not gonna go through it all, but it was interesting because they were talking about Daniel Jones. And
sleeper.
I don't understand how he's a sleeper, really. I mean, I get it though from the standpoint, I guess maybe the turnovers and all that. But just to read a little bit what Mr. Meadows said, Lance Meadows. Hold on, let me get to it. All right, so here we go. He goes, many would say that the main storyline is the development and production of the offensive line, and I will put that very high on the list, but slightly behind the player they need to protect, which is Daniel Jones. He's entering his third year, and the Giants added some weapons at wide receiver and tight end to provide him with more firepower. Now it's a matter of whether they can all put it together with Jones at the reins. The Giants had just a total of 12 passing touchdowns and averaged 17.5 points per game in 2020. Regardless of how good your defense is, it's very hard to remain competitive, let alone win games with that level of offensive production. So I do agree. I agree that the production level was very low last year. We wasn't in the top 10 or top 15 in scoring points, even though we have progressed at a better rate than we did the last few years. Production-wise with the offensive line and the running game. The running game came along towards the end of the season. The defense came along towards the end of the season. So everything kind of gelled towards the end of the season. So I really predict that the Giants will have a faster start this year, and we stated before because they didn't really have that much of. Matter of fact, there was no OTAs last year because of the pandemic. Preseason was limited, so it was a lot of holes. I want to say that we could have probably fixed maybe prior to with the OTAs and the preseason and all that,
right,
if we had it at full capacity.
Right.
But now the fact that we open up 2 weeks from today, I really feel like the Giants will get off to a fast start. And
okay. We got 2 weeks to, right? I know the Jets started 28th.
Right.
When do you guys start?
It's the 20. I think it's 25th or the 26th.
Okay, you guys start a little earlier.
Something like that, yeah.
And I think you guys have
We got joint. We got joint.
Through joint practice with
Right.
I think the
Patriots.
Green Bay or the Patriots. Yeah, that's the Patriots.
And there's one more. There's another team. I think it's the Cleveland Browns. I think it's the Browns. So we got two of them. So
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I really feel like the Giants will get off to a fast start. Now, the I don't want to say depending on anything because I really think that the Giants offensively, the offensive line, I think they gelled enough from last year to start off where they where they came from last year on the right foot
Start
going
where
into
they
this
left
year.
off at.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really feel like they can do that. I wasn't really as confident, and Troy actually kind of woke my eyes up. You kind of woke my eyes up, Truth, during the draft because I wanted to get the offensive lineman, but I'm like, damn, you know what? Looking back, like look how we ended the season. We ended it on a high note, beating the Cowboys, and almost making the playoffs. The only thing that can really like mess things up is if they have like a hangover from that, and I doubt that. The type of coaches that the Giants have, they have the type of coaches that teach well, and I really feel like Coach Judge, he's brought a lot of that pedigree from the Patriots in New England to New York with the Giants. I really feel like I see it. And the other thing too is everybody's talking about Jason Garrett. He has to be more, more eventful and all this other stuff. Jason Garrett can only do what he could do last year. I mean, I don't know how much more clear about that we got to be. We have weapons now where we can actually expand that playbook that he has because his playbook is extensive. It's very extensive.
Right.
And on top of that, we have the weapons where we can expand greatly on that. So, Giants fans, be prepared to have a wild season. It's going in a wild season in a way where we feel like it could be special. You know what I mean? Like we'll get in the playoffs, we'll make some noise. Not just get in the playoffs and just be glad that we made it to the wild card or to the divisional round. No, we're gonna try to make some noise, and I see that happening this year.
And I also want to remind people that this year again, there is that extra team
Game.
in every
Team,
division
okay.
that makes it to the playoffs, and we are playing 17 games now, not 16. So I
Right.
still gotta get used to that. I really gotta see how fantasy football is gonna work, but we never go that late anyway. All right, that's good to hear, man. All right. So, as far as the Jets are concerned, there's one headline that is destroying, not destroying, but there's only really like one headline that's really going into being talked about right now. Most of the news is happening outside of the Giants and Jets privy. So Marcus May is a guy that was drafted by one of our former general managers, second round pick, has been a solid player, has become the Jets MVP player, played every single game, played the majority of the snaps. But according to Ian Rappaport, who I think he got the information from the agents of May, Joe and the Jets lowballed Marcus May at about maybe $8 to $9 million per year, which is below his franchise tag, which is paying him this year over $10 million. More things are being said as far as Marcus May being the age that he is, 28 going to 29, and it's like, oh, he's old, he's this, he's that. So as other, people and, guys have went on and gave their opinion, I'm going to give you mine.
Right.
I don't give a fuck how old a player is. If that player is performing, they are performing. This is a man who saved several games. He made an interception against Seattle in the end zone. We lost that one, but the game against the Rams, that last play, he's the one that batted the ball out the guy's hand. The guy has played phenomenally. Now, if you go to grade focus, which everyone goes off of, he's the 5th highest ranked safety in the NFL. So that fee is about maybe what 13, 14. Are you going to pay him that? No. I think he deserves anywhere between 11 to 12 million dollars. I think Joe should give him a 3 to 2 year deal, even if it's like 212s or whatever the situation may be. Joe has to sign someone to give these guys something to look forward to, because everyone that has been on the team already that he has not drafted or signed as a free agent has left or been traded. It's not a good sign. I love the general manager. I think he's building a young team that is going to dominate for years to come. But at the end of the day, you have to take care of your own, whether you drafted him or not. And Marcus May is one of those guys who's 28 years old. He's been consistent. He is the Jets' best player. You got to pay the man. But, it doesn't sound like Marcus May is going to hold out if he doesn't get that contract. Again, tomorrow, I think around 4 or 5 p.m., is the last time that you can sign anyone who was hit with the franchise tag to a long-term deal. So we'll see what happens. I'm thinking maybe his agents put that out there to kind of try to put a little fire under the Jets. It didn't, put out there that it was 20% less than what he's making on the franchise tag. So that's about $8.5 million. Yeah, that's a low ball. Give him 11 per. I don't care what it is. Sign him. I'm not sure what's coming out in the draft next year as far as the safeties are concerned. Ashton Davis really hasn't showed me anything. Plus, he got hurt last year, and he spent the majority of the season on the DL. So we still don't know what we have with him. And we don't have really any other safeties back there unless you're going to take one of the safeties that you turned into a linebacker, turn him back into a safety. I don't know what's going to happen. Man proved he's a great player. Pay him. That's just how I feel about that. All right, so let's get on to some NFL news here, and we have several. So I want to start off with the Chiefs' Clark.
Okay.
All right, so this is the guy who's says here is being hit with one felony weapons violation stemming from his arrest March 13th by a California highway patrolman. I'm getting to the point to where if you are a multi-millionaire, which this man is,
Right.
You need to know the proper laws of your state, whether you can carry concealed, if you can carry in the car, because you are an NFL player and you have millions of dollars, you're worried about your safety or whatever situation may be. Find the rules and regulations to your state. I don't know what the rules and regulations is in California, but also at the end of the day, there is nothing wrong with you hiring protection.
No, none at all.
I don't give a fuck how big you are, how fast you run. You ain't side swiping a bullet, you know what I mean, or whatever the situation may be. I am tired of seeing this happen repeatedly over and over again. Plus, I don't care if you're an NFL player or not, you're black. A lot of these people see you in a very expensive vehicle, and the first thing they're going to think is that you stole it. Again, this is Los Angeles. You are from Kansas City, the team you're assigned with, so it's not like it's the state that you play in, and the officers may or may not recognize you because they did some games or whatever situation be, or maybe if they did the parade last year and they know who you were, year before last, when he won a Super Bowl. So we'll see what happens with this. They say they found 2 loaded firearms in the vehicle after a traffic stop, driving down the California highway. Clark was also arrested last month in Los Angeles on a separate incident. So, I will give a shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs for waiting to see what's going on or how it's going to happen or the situation before they really hit him.
Instead of shutting it down.
Yeah, so they say he's looking up to 3 years in prison if he's convicted. We'll see what happens. Usually most of the guys do this, because they are players and the owners are connected. And even though he's 30, he is a player who just got signed to a nice little lucrative contract. So even if he does get hit with the probation or serve time in the offseason, however the hell they work it out, he is looking at a multiple game suspension.
Definitely.
Once that actually hits for defamation to the league. So, all right, so let's keep it moving on. I wanted to talk about now. We talked about one player where as far as the Kansas City Chiefs are waiting to see what's gonna happen. Let's see. I had one here. Where is it here? His name Bartavius Mingo. This is a guy who was released by the Atlanta Falcons when the allegations came out that he had sexual relations or contact with a person or female. I don't know. I'm just gonna be politically correct, especially Atlanta.
Right.
But he had some kind of contact with someone younger than the age of 17. Now,
I
depending
didn't
on
even hear this one.
Yeah, depending on what state you are in, every statutory limit is different in different states. I know in some states it's like 15, which is the scariest shit in the fucking world. And that one is obviously 17 and up. So this is saying that this was a person that was under the age of 17, and he was released immediately. Now his Batavius Mingo lawyer has come out to rip the shreds out of the Falcons for not giving him his time in court or opportunity to prove that these allegations were false.
Yeah.
All right, it says an arrest warrant was obtained Monday. ESPN details that the allegations by a 13-year-old boy, that's why I said individual, who said Mingo pulled out his underwear and touched him. I guess they're trying to say he pulled down. Here it says pulled at. Well, he pulled at his underwear and touched him inappropriate. Again, yeah. That's why I said, situation there. Now, here's what you also have to understand when it comes to certain things. Some people lie. Not saying this is the case.
Right.
But I think you would give someone an opportunity to plead their case,
Right.
to go before a judge, or let the truth happen before you make action. So the way his lawyer's coming out real hard as far as attacking, that's always a sign that, maybe they, move their feet or move the line a little too quickly on this one. I wish him the best. I pray and hope it's not true. I don't care, again, if it's a boy or a girl. You're talking about 13-year-old. We're not fucking playing. So I'm not really sure how far this is going to go. But it said he was released on let me get them out, on a $2,500 bond Friday. It said the charges carries a maximum penalty of 20 years in jail under the Texas state law. Again, this was a person under the age of 17, so they're considered a minor. So a lot of allegations saying it was money-driven for this situation.
I believe so.
We'll see what happens. But again, this is a 13-year-old, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Mingo signed a 1-year contract with them in March. So, we'll have to really see exactly how far this goes. Again, I wish him the best if he is innocent, but if he is guilty,
man.
You know how they do child, anything to deal with children in prison, they're going to get your ass. All right, so we got one more story. We're going to get out of here, and this is the one that hit kind of the craziest to me because this is a person who's never really been in trouble, even though he has a loud mouth and he talks hella shit. But as far as actually being in trouble, it's never happened. So Richard Sherman, cornerback, who is a free agent, was arrested at his in-laws' house as far as a car accident. So they're saying that some of the charges are being hit with him, which includes one suspicious of burglary, domestic violence. Also goes on to say, give me one sec, I can find it here. something about a car accident. So here it says it also refers that the prosecutor as possible misdemeanor DUI hit and run charges related to a separate incident on Wednesday. So it's like they're piling it on, and this is what we tell people all the time. You do one thing, you do another, and they just keep adding on, and then they hit you with everything all at once. It says Richard Sherman was booked at 6:08 a.m. Pacific time Wednesday at the Kings. Give me 1 second. Forgot to turn the speaker off. Sorry. Sorry, no, you don't know we live. That's the speaker we had on our what's the name? I forgot to charge it back up. But again, let's see here the DUI suspicion. It also says that he had a minor altercation, lacerations on his lower leg, saying that he may have been actually in the an accident. They also say the domestic violence also was a charge he faces, which is a felony, because of somebody who's a resident in that area saw him trying to gain entry to a house. There was a 911 call that went out in Redmond. Police received a 911 call approximately 1:49 a.m. Pacific time. Yep. Said one of the residents at the home, which at least 4 adults were present, saying that Sherman was trying to gain entrance to the residence. So again, let them do their due diligence. The thing from this situation here, Richard Sherman is one of the many, veterans who are in free agency who can play. What happens around the time is people hit camp and then people start getting injured.
Yeah.
And then when people start getting injured, they start signing the veterans because, again, they are veterans. So it's not like they don't know how to, get themselves in shape or, again, they know how to properly, get into a playbook and, camp. You've got like about, July 29th. First game is August. First game is September. So you got like about 4 or 5 weeks to get implemented with the playbook, which a lot of veterans can do. Hey, got a couple players that's looking at some time, possibly suspensions, or because with the whole Richard Sherman thing, if he does get exonerated, he'll still be looking at a multiple game suspension if he does sign on to a team. That would still hurt the amount of money he would be able to bring in via free agency. So it looks like all these cases look like Mingo's case is the strongest.
Yeah.
He's a 30-year-old. He is one of those, I would say, pass rushing specialists with his speed and the ability to get around the edge. And always there are a lot of people out, teams out here that are looking for edge rush help. My team included. I don't think it'll happen, but again, at the end of the day, if he is exonerated, he won't be looking at a suspension, and he'll be free to sign with any team. And depending on the kind of contract that he had and he signed, he still might be able to recoup the contract that he signed with the Falcons, depending on how that situation works out. So we wish all those guys the best. Anything you have or anything I missed before we get out of here?
No, you kind of hit it all on the head. It also said in the article that I think he was reading from the ESPN article. Yeah. His wife also stated that that they were fine and the kids were fine, and that this is not Richard Sherman's character.
Yeah, so say he talks smack on the what's the word I'm looking for on the field. He talks smack about players and all that, but you've never heard of him getting into any kind of situation off of the field. So again, this is definitely not his character. This is something different, and I'm shocked. But at the end of the day, if it did happen, especially if you're under the influence, And we always say, drunk man tells no lies. So, things that you were able to hold back before is going to come straight to the forefront.
It's kind of like you said before, about players having the guns and stuff like that. Shoot, if you want to drink, you need to have somebody that's gonna be able to chauffeur you back and forth.
Well, see, that's the thing that kills me about NFL players. I don't know if people know that the NFL players have their own taxi service.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that again. The NFL has taxi service for these players. If you are feeling some type of way or you are feeling woozy, whatever, they can call that up and they will be picked up and dropped off.
Yep.
I've never seen anybody's car get towed from a bar or a club, especially if you're under the influence. They'll leave it there. If it's there the next day, then they might tow it. But at the end of the day, they'll allow you to do that because you're not allowed to drink and drive. You can't even put your key in the door. They consider that drink and drive. You can't even sit in the passenger seat with the keys. They still consider that drinking and driving, which is the dumbest shit in the world. I'm not going to sleep on this motherfucker hard-ass ground. Why not sleep, especially if I'm in an area I don't know, in a comfortable car or whatever situation may be. So I know there are some people who will give their keys to the bartender, have the bartender open the car, and then they get in there and go to sleep. I've seen that happen. But again, it's, come on. As long as they're not in the driver's seat, But if you're in the car, period, back seat, passenger seat, driver's seat, and you are under the influence, that is a DUI. So, it just kills me. Unfortunately, you have so many players from a lot of different walks of life. But, teams should be implementing this in there as, part of your, not just the league's thing, but part of your overall pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially, a player that you're really counting on doing some crazy shit like that. Just makes absolutely no sense, man. Call that cab service, man. Come on. Anything else, sir?
Nah, man. Just this the one thing I didn't say that I started. I started this. I started my no meat diet for a month.
Who?
No meat.
That shit ain't gonna last.
That's it is.
Nah, ain't gonna last.
It's only been 2 days.
It's not gonna last.
Nah.
Nah. I mean, I wish you the best, man. So what kind of diet is that? How does it portray? How long you're gonna do it? What's going on?
Well, doing it for a month, and basically, I just what I'm trying to do is kind of clean my body out a little bit,
Okay.
Eating, I don't shy away, man. I eat pork, I eat beef, chicken, whatever, I eat it, but it's to a point now that I'm getting older, as we all do, and I'm thinking more about my future going forward now. I just want to be more healthy, man. I mean, I just want to be more healthy. And plus, on top of that, I'm a firefighter, so me being heavy and being a firefighter and carrying all the gear that I gotta carry, on my calls and doing the drills and stuff like that, it's not a good deal. It's not a good thing. I'm not going through anything as of right now, as far as pain and suffering or
Okay.
tiredness or anything like that.
You try and get it before it gets.
But
there.
right, you know what I mean. So I'm just attacking it head on now. So basically, what I've been doing, I start my morning out, glass of water. I have a bowl of Cheerios, and then or with the Cheerios, I might have my yogurt. I started eating the Activia, which is really good. I try to have 2 of those a day. In a place, with the meat, I turn into the chickpeas, and the beans. It's good protein, it's good fiber.
Right.
So I've been leaning on that. I like Gyro King a lot. So actually, I had it the other night.
What you had, lamb?
No, I had a falafel platter.
Okay, nice.
Now a lot of people don't know, but the falafel balls they're made out of chickpeas. You know what I mean? So why not? And it's filling, and that's the key too. You don't want to be full. You know what I mean? You just want to just cure the conquer for that moment.
Well, I mean, what a lot of people may or may not realize, like, you're supposed to eat till you're full, not till you're stuffed.
Right.
And,
well, okay, I said it wrong.
right.
You're right. Stuff.
So they have
Yeah.
a lot of people who feel because they ordered it and it's on the plate that they need to clean the plate.
Right.
Your body told you it's full already.
Exactly.
And once you start forcing it, that makes your stomach larger and bigger. So the next time you could finish it. And that's like people would say, last time I ate this, I couldn't finish it. Say I did. You just stretch your fucking stomach out.
Yep, there you go. So after 2 days, I told my mother this afternoon. I said, not eating meat, it's not that bad. I made spaghetti last night. My kids wanted spaghetti with the meatballs.
Right.
So, and as I'm making this, I'm like, damn. I just want to just take. Jerry can't do it. You know what I mean? Willpower. You know what I mean? I just had to pull myself back. I made what my kids wanted. I had the sauce. I like vodka sauce. So I had the vodka sauce, just with the noodles and a little bit of cheese. And
right.
I was straight.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
I'm happy to see that, man. Nice. You gonna put any exercise in there, or you just?
Yes. We got a gym in our firehouse. So I'm in there now. I don't want to crank the weights too crazy. So what I started doing, just light weights, a lot of repetition.
Okay.
That's it. I just want to tone it up.
The door's always welcome with me, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll get there with you.
Come on through, baby.
I'll get there with you.
Come on through.
Just a second.
My son's boss just cursed me out. They got my poor baby lifting those heavy weights. He was shaking, baby. But he did it, Joe. He did it. He did the push press, 75 pounds.
That's good.
He started off with, I think it was like, 35, 55. But every rep, every 3 sets, he was supposed to increase.
Right.
So, he was able to do it. So it was good. He's getting stronger.
That's good.
He getting used to, accustomed to it. Like I try to explain to him, because I bought him a weight set for his house because he likes to work out.
Mm-hmm.
So I explained to him that this is a different animal altogether. Like I know you used to lifting the dumbbells and you got a bench, you could do some curls and stuff. This is a different animal, baby. This is throwing weights over your head. Yeah, I'm saying. Crazy pull-ups because, he's strong for his size and, he could bust out like 15 pull-ups straight.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, do 15 pull-ups after you did about 25 power cleans. And,
You'll feel like Jello.
Yeah. Shit goes crazy. But, yeah, man, as long as you're doing something to do, I'm happy for you, man. Get it in there. Get it done. You're still young.
Yeah, man.
I wish I would have did this earlier. But I feel good. I feel blessed. Like I have to wear a belt now. I could tell because like the pants that I had before was tight, now super loose. And today when I was walking, it almost fell off my ass, literally. So
gotta change that wardrobe.
Yeah, I gotta get a belt, because my work I have to have specific pants.
Right.
So it have to be like fire rated. So, it's a good feeling, man. You know what I mean? I go 6 days a week.
Definitely is.
But, whenever you want to cry, come on through, baby.
I got you.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. Again, this is Giants versus Jets, where we'll always talk about our teams, and then after that, we'll go into what's going on again. Around the NFL, again, I will be at the stadium a month from today, August 14th, for the Giants preseason game. I don't know about G, might be busy.
I'm gonna try to get there. I'll let you know within next week about all that.
Right. So I'm gonna do that. I already start checking out seats and stuff. They got cheaps as small as $12, as much as $250. $125. It was preseason game.
Right.
So there's tickets for all. All situations, but I know you got so much shit going on. But I'm
definitely gonna be at the training camp.
I'm definitely going. You got your dates already?
The Giants didn't lay them out yet. So as soon as I guess when the camp opens up,
right,
they'll lay it out when fans.
I told the Jets released theirs. I didn't talk about that. But we'll do that. My son is killing me. He's been texting me 5 damn days. He wants some of my potato chips. This little mother effer. Oh man. But again, we'll be doing a lot of things during the course of the season. We'll try to get out, or we might be local, whatever. Plus, I'll be doing things at the crib one day. Maybe I think one of us got, two of us got some. We have some kind of game. Well, I think it's a primetime game or something like that. I'll invite everybody through. I'll cook up, you know what I mean, some real jambalaya, and, you know what I mean, some shit like that. Well, you can't have it because you don't do meat. But I'll fix you some
do shrimp.
spinach artichoke dip. I'll fix you some spinach artichoke dip. You can rock that out. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
All right, peace.